Hello everybody, welcome back to Wizard of Legend with me, Flik. There was a second update to the game on Steam as of the 23rd, so I'm not sure what it's done because again they don't seem to be doing patch notes, at least not in the news bit on Steam. I haven't gone and checked the community hub, but yeah, it was about 30 something megabytes. I'm not sure what, if anything, that changed. Anyway, if you didn't watch the last episode because it was an extra long VOD, you should, because I got to the last boss, comfortably beat the first form of the last boss, and then got wrecked by the second form. So I'm going to use the same build I have here with one slight alteration because it got me to the end. So usual left click, the right click. Oh wait, yeah, that's a new right click. Forgot we're going to try that because the one I was using before wasn't that great. Same ultimate, but you might have noticed a little bit of healing there. It's because I'm starting with vampire eyeglasses this time. Last time I started with the cursed katana, which just made crits on physical attacks better. So we're going to start with that. Can I charge this one? No. But if it hits someone, it kind of creates a line to them. So we're going to go with this build and we're going to see if I can actually do it this time. We got very lucky last time though to get a spell I don't think I have unlocked, and it was the one where you made the lightning agents. Ooh, what's that? Journal of Midas. I don't remember what the spell was called, but it created those two little electric turrets that follow you around and zap stuff within range, and they have a health bar, but if nothing hits them, they also have a timer. Oh, they've added a star to where you started. I wonder if that means you can teleport to it or something if you... No. Okay, just checking. Yeah, that's a pretty good skill. So as I was saying, yeah, I think that spell was invaluable in getting me where I got, because the bosses, they get so difficult, you have to spend much more of your time dodging. So any spell where it does damage and you don't need to worry, it's like, oh, it's incidental, it's just doing it, is much better. Because then you can just let the spell go, in this case just like summon. Also, it feels like I'm having to talk quite loudly, hang on. My throat is killing me today, so I apologise if I don't talk as much, or if there's a bit more moments of silence. So yeah, spells like that where you can attack the enemy without actively having to do it yourself, because then you can just dodge, 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 are so potently useful later on. And I know a little bit more about the bosses now as well. Not as a result of that last run in particular, but just in general. Like, I know, for instance, now these skulls, they obviously relate to how many enemies are left alive on the floor, but very specifically, the more skulls that remain at the point you summon the boss, the more adds will join the boss's fight. So that's what that means. And we are seeing the healing kick in. It is just a one heal when it does, but if we increase our crit chance even more, we'll get more heals. And hopefully it will make a difference. Thesis on defense. Matchstick is just fire damage, that's a chance to burn. Limo's Leaf I don't think I've ever purchased, so I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure if I want to play it safe and go for things I know what they do, or take chances here. Oh. We kind of lucked out getting the Earth guy first, honestly, because obviously a lightning build is weakest against him. But to finish my thought, regarding like the big bosses, not just the floor bosses, so you know, the three arcana people. The way it works for them, and this is actually an incredibly valuable bit of information, obviously they get faster, they do more attacks, etc, as you fight them later and later in the run. But very specifically, the number of attacks they do before a period of weakness changes based on how late you fight them. So the first boss, in this case it's going to be the Earth guy, he's going to do 3 attacks and then he's going to be vulnerable. When we get to the next person, whoever it was, I think it was Ice Lady, she's going to do 4 attacks every time, and then she's going to be vulnerable. Fire Lady, it's going to be 5. So with that in mind, I think the later you fight a boss, it's maybe more important to just take the fight slowly, because the fight is so fast. You're kind of encouraged, even if it's not on purpose, to fight quickly and rashly. But what I actually want to try doing this time, taking it a bit slower on the harder bosses. As long as they're not hitting me, I don't need to be hitting them. It's better to wait for the point at which they're stunned and then go to town on them. We don't want anything to do with you. We have managed to make back a little bit of a deficit or on the deficit of HP I lost to getting hit. Obviously not a lot, because I'm only getting one back a time. Could you like... Yeah, thanks. No boulders, bad bouldering. So we can't afford a relic. And I am in this meta where the general goal of a floor, other than killing the boss to proceed, is finish the floor with as much HP as possible so that you can afford to buy a relic or an arcana rather than a heal. Which I guess is probably pretty obvious. Down and left. It's going to be a bit harder to make the right decision every time before I noticed that there's an achievement for destroying paintings as well, so I'm going to go out of my way to destroy more paintings when I see them. Right, so what have you got here? I don't want to replace a thing I already have. I want to add to my arsenal. Thunderdrop? I'm not sure. Let's go clear a room and I'll think about it. I want to go look at the thesis on defense is just a straight defense up, right? I'm not 100% convinced that is what it does. Oh! There was 4 special rooms in this floor. That's the first time I've seen that. Huh. Matchstick makes fire do more damage, not relevant. This has a chance to burn enemies, not relevant. Well, you know, it's incidental damage, but still. Limo's Leaf is expensive, and I don't know what it does, so I guess we're going to take the time to learn now. Evade all attacks. What? It adds iframes to the dash. The dream is real. That's why it isn't on by default. There's an item that does it. I kind of wish it wasn't that way, honestly, because I feel like the dash should just have iframes, but... Okay. Limo's Leaf is top tier. It means I can dash through attacks. If you didn't see the VOD, I don't think you'll know what this costume I changed to is doing either. It increases your crit... Wait, I've forgotten now. It gives you a chance to evade attacks, which doesn't kick in very often, sadly. And I believe it increases your crit chance. So it synergizes with vampire glasses. Alright, we'll just, yeah, we'll just go. It's Fire Lady second. That's technically the best draw for us because we're best against the Ice Lady. So fighting her last is good. Assuming we make it that far. Just because this run got me there once doesn't mean it will again. Because as I say, we got super lucky with the relics that appeared. And also with that one spell I got, which was just so useful. The turret spawner. I really need to keep an eye out for it to unlock it permanently. There's nothing wrong with this, like, you know, Piccolo Demon Ray thing. But it's just the way you have to do the later bosses. A spell like that is much more useful. It doesn't need to be a lightning version. I suppose there's going to be one for every element, I'm sure. Wait a minute. Yeah, that had a picture on the map. That's the only reason I saw it. That has to be new as well, right? Alright, well, Cookie Box... I mean, we've started with it once before, and to me it didn't seem like it made a blind bit of difference. It made a negligible difference, let's say. But it's nice to have for the price of free. We're getting like 3 HP back per fight. That's not nothing. But if we can up our crit chances to... Oh, hello, my nemesis. That's not enough. Oh, it is barely. That was very generous there. What did we get here? So it's a flaming punch. Best way to look at it right now is that it's an extra attack. It's not fitting my theme, but we're not also equipped with the mono build artifact. Incidentally, I'm not going to keep on doing just mono builds of like, this one's a lightning run, this one's a fire run. I do like doing that, but I am going to try and start doing mixed runs, because I feel like finding out what synergizes between elements is really the best bet. It'll make you better overall against the bosses. And I mean the final boss, without too many spoilers in case you didn't watch, is not mono element. They switch between. Oh, there's a way up here. And it's a dead end. I am also better at using this dash, the lightning dash that connects to beads. The turning point for that, which again I think happened during that VOD, so I'll just say it here in case you didn't watch the VOD episodes. You don't need to form a shape. If you only do 2, they will still connect and they will still form a beam and they will still hurt the enemies. Ooh, okay. So that kind of locks you in place if you start hitting an enemy point blank. You've got to keep that in mind. It was worth it for the gold, I think. Also worth. Oh. Thank you for the free... Those enemies are actually perfect because they take less damage from my lightning spells, so I have to hit them more, which gives me more time to proc crits and heal for more HP. Oh, they're dead. Oh, I totally forgot to do this at the top of the episode. I meant to do a Patreon dedication. I'm very sorry for doing it now. But thank you, Ty Blake, for your support on Patreon last month. Decided to do a shout out in a Wizard of Legend episode as opposed to an Isaac episode. Hope you don't mind and are also watching this. Thank you for support. I appreciate it. I like that flame punch. I haven't done a mono fire build. It's worth pointing out. I've tried an earth one and it didn't work out very well, but that's prior to me knowing that toxic spells count as earth. Tried an ice one. Yeah, I think fire mono is the only one I've not done. Shock assault. I mean, oh wait, is that the one? Is that the one that summons the turrets? If it is, I need to buy it. Oh, it is. Oh, this is back on. So it's line shock agent. You know what? I'm going to write it down. Line shock agent, because I want to unlock this spell. It's really, really good. So my sentries are on R. R for sentry makes perfect sense. They've changed. They must have changed this in the patch. So now there's 4 special rooms per floor. Maybe people were complaining that there wasn't enough choice or something. I'm not sure. This is the first run I'm doing since the 2nd patch. This is obviously what they changed. One of the things they changed anyway. Hey, hello, Sora, I see you. I am curious if they've nerfed anything, because nothing kind of struck me as like super, super amazingly too good. Alright, so that's the one that protects you against 1 projectile. I had Wanderer's Mechanism, but I don't remember where it does. I don't think I've bought Destructive Abacus. Grace Boots we have bought, I don't remember, unfortunately. We might have enough for the Abacus after... No, that's very, very unlikely, actually. Let's go fight the boss. After I just check what my dog is doing. I think she came over, kind of sniffed at me, and then started off. Alright, well. She can live her life. Ooh, I missed with the punch there, that was bad. Although that was also the first time in a while I've been hit, so... Yeah, I've got to be careful with getting locked in by that punch. That was very, very effective. Alright, we did not get enough. I think... Will I just bank my money? I think I will. I'll just bank the money. I don't think we're going to die to this boss, even though we're not doing very good damage to him. The Earth boss isn't too bad. Famous last words, of course, but I don't think he's too bad. Oh, that's the other thing, though. It's not necessarily how difficult the boss is in the moment. It's how much damage do you have to heal after the fight. We don't want him to hit us a lot. So he should do 3 attacks and then he's vulnerable. Let's test this theory, see if it's right. I am going to summon the sentries, though. 1 attack. 2 attack and I got stuck in the trees, and then 3 attack and then he should stop. And he turns yellow. Oh, yep, 1 attack. 2 attack. And 3 attack. Okay, we've got it. He's going to do his ult though, and I'm not sure if that throws things off. do that much damage, thankfully. Alright. So Fire Lady will be 4 attacks per stun area. Oh, it's an ult? Hell no. Thank you for the offer, though. That's the one we started with, I think. Or the other option besides fire. Alright, tougher enemies, here we go. That was a terrible shot. Actually, I meant to like keep track of every spell in this build in case I ever want to do it again in the future, like what each one is called. So just in case you are curious, Bolt Rail, Circuit Line, Deferred Dynamo, and Shock Nova. The other spells we found on the run, so they don't really count. But Line Shock Agent is, in my opinion, top tier just because you can release it and then forget it and it will hurt the enemy. And as long as you're not near your turrets, the enemy won't go out of their way to kill them, I think. The bosses have such like room area wide attacks, so they're still going to get destroyed against them. But against standard fare, it doesn't seem like it. So you take one of my arcana. There's no way for me to pick which one he takes, so I'm not going to do it because I like the build we have. Yeah, I am liking this build. Hell, even the fire spell is fitting, and the only downside is accidentally getting stuck in the animation if I hit an enemy when I don't want to. So we found the boss super quick. Yeah, they've placed these portals differently now, so they have just changed it so you get 4 special rooms per floor. That's good for us as the player. I kind of hope they might add more room types then, because otherwise you're going to see the same ones all the time. Like at this rate, we're probably going to see another pinata, right? I seem to be getting more crit procs on the fire one than I do on my lightning, which doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, I did that just at the right time. Okay, shopkeeper. Scissors of Vitality. Don't think I've seen those, and they're very expensive. Grimoire of Ruin. The Ebon Wolf Cloaks, it makes you strong against 2 elements and weak against 2 others. In my opinion, it is not very good as a result, because you have to fight every element on a run. The scissors I've never seen, and they're very expensive. So I'm going to try them. Sacrifice all standard arcana in your hand to revive from defeat. What counts as a standard arcana? Standard would mean what? Like my dynamo and ultimate, maybe? Or does it mean anything that's not enhanced? In which, no, but then I would lose my basic attack. I don't know what it means. I'm not sure what I'm going to lose, but hey, it's a revive, so it's a second chance. That isn't quite as bad as whatever that cursed item is that does it. Never seen this room before. I wonder if they added new rooms. That is a good way to increase longevity in a roguelike. Add lots more room combinations. That have lots of synergies. First time again we've been hit in a while. If you have our ults, I would like to use it. Okay, that went very well. Why aren't you dead yet? You do seem to get more money if you clear a room quickly. Don't want any of this. Oops. 1, 2... I keep on trying to do the Gungeon thing of moving the map. There probably is a way to do it, but not the way I'm trying. Yeah, we've cleared the whole floor now, apart from the boss. I should have just taken the teleporter, honestly. Oh! That's what the new teleport is. It's back to the middle of the room. Okay. I think I was invincible to damage there. Because he hit me while I was punching that man and then nothing happened. Okay, that went very well. 146, is that enough for anything else? Just barely no. Although I think the shovel is an earth increase. And the other thing I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, we're good to go. Oh, seemed to lag in game there when it was putting the marker over to the next level. 2-2 Twain's house. Oh! That was damage I did not need to take. 25 damage and I healed back like 3. Well, I see they haven't changed the mages starting their first attack before you can see them, which I don't like. Wow, found the boss super early. But I love being able to just go back to the middle of the room. That's such a nice quality of life change. It was worth it. So we didn't add a fourth special room. It's just they added a teleport back to the start. More, please. Oh, it's okay. I remember this room. I'm just waiting for my cooldowns. Oh, did not know the enemies respawn straight away though. And again, I got hit by a mage casting a spell before I was on the screen. Not okay. We're still managing to keep our HP about even though. That's a combat room. Aha. An enhanced version of Bouncing Surge. If it was an enhanced version of a spell I already had, I would have taken it probably. That's okay, because that means we can maybe buy an artifact. Our artifacts this run have not been as good as on the run we did on stream last. Ow. Well, turnabout's fair play. Get in the pit. So, what have you got? Blasting Spirit, Captain's Ring, Flat Gauntlet, Antiquated Tabby. I don't remember if any of these are useful to us. So I'm going to assume they aren't, and move on with the gold. Alright, Fire Lady's going to be... No, there is space for another one. Oh yeah, we didn't find the red one on this floor. If I go from the middle and go right... I'm curious, if it's a pinata, it's just free gems. Yeah, it's okay, I don't want to go over there anyway. More procs of crit, please. I've got 2 HP there, it's not good enough. It's a dead end. Yeah. Where's this special room? Must be up there then. I don't think it's worth the extra HP we've lost. We do get healed before the boss, but that could also just be straight down here, I suppose. Nope, never mind, that just links up. I'm committed to just finding it now. Oh, can't do that one, sadly. Really don't like that. He attacked me before he spawned in. Not okay again. Lost a lot of health there that I shouldn't have lost. Again, good job we're getting a heal, but that's not okay. Come here. Thanks for the heals. Appreciate it. Those two actual pickup healths, I think, were from the cookie box thing. Appreciate every heal you're giving me, gentlemen. Thank you. Goodbye. It's a cursed guy. Nope, not worth finding. Okay, second boss. So she should do 4 attacks and then be vulnerable. I'm going to try and get my right click off super quick before the fight starts. 1 attack. 2 attack. 3 attack. 4 attack. 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack, 4 attack, but I couldn't really get to her at that time, unfortunately. 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 and 4. It's good information to have. Oh, and meteor this time. That's 2, that's 3. Kind of hoping to just finish her there, but goodbye. So 5 attacks from the Ice Lady. And that's the exact same thing we got after the last boss. Have they changed it now so the bosses always drop an enhanced signature? Because if so, that's a good change, but why wouldn't they drop one that's their element? I guess it's if it's random, then that's just another level of RNG, which is fine. But you'd think they'd drop a signature attack of their element. It just makes sense. Now in this floor I'm going to have to buy HP probably, because the regen we've got going for us is not going to cope. So that's their tier 3 thing. On the plus side, we've got a lot of money, so we can still buy a heal and then have enough left for... Ooh, an enhanced... What does this do when it's enhanced? Lightning streams last longer and deal more damage. Oh, it's tempting. I'm going to buy it. It fits the build. The only risky part is I'm obviously below half health. Well, barely. Okay, I mean, I was in the process of hitting you, but whatever. Yep, love getting stun locked. Oh, that's right, on stream I had a run that ended instantly because I got stun locked in a corner by a firewall spell. And again, because you have no iframes, unless you have the item that I have, there's literally no way to escape that happening if you get knocked into a wall by it. Which is why you should have a base level of invincibility when you get hit. It's just common sense. Found the boss super early. We're looking for the shop. Take that, Kickstarter, man. Missed with the fire one there. It ran out just in front of the guy. Oh yeah, always got to be in the habit of blowing up those bookcases. I found an item behind one once. Stop for a second to take a drink because my throat is getting raw as hell. Oh. I didn't get nearly enough crits there either. It doesn't help that we still only have vampire eyeglasses. We haven't found anything else to improve it. Kinda wish I'd caught them in that, obviously. These are kind of perfect for just sitting and getting crits on them. Oh, we got a crit heal there. Didn't know that was a thing. Give me more crits, please. Okay, got a lot of money there. This is a combat room and it's one I don't like. Hey, hang on a minute. I dashed towards that arrow and my dash had no iframes. So what the hell does this item do if it's not that? Piss off. That should not have happened. I don't like inconsistencies in my roguelikes. I dashed towards him. The dash is supposed to have iframes. Why didn't it have iframes? I've forgotten what the shell does. Let's try that because it's expensive. Increases the damage of summoned agents. Oh, good. Okay, that does fit our theme. And I think I'm just going to go for the boss because the floor is just an excuse to lose health at this point. God, he is easy. Didn't find a special room, don't care, let's go. It's frozen on the screen again. I don't like that. Damn it. Thought he was close enough. The goal on this floor is just keep the HP as high as possible. Okay, I'm going to wait for cooldowns before I enter the next room because I think that's combat again in here. Ooh, that's nasty combat. That's supposed to hurt. Thanks for the heals. Find the boss straight away, gonna do it. Did not get a good draw. Really don't like that they can hit through my attack like that. Then that's always this guy's shtick. Oh, come on. He did 75 and I killed him as well. Oh, we get to come back though. And I lost Deferred Dynamo. Wait, I lost Line Shock Agent as well. What a garbage item. I also don't like that he's come back at full HP when he was one hit away and I did kill him. I saw him fall. Alright, well that's a terrible item that I wasted 200 gold on. There was absolutely no reason I should have lost that. I lost due to bad mechanics. It's the first time that's happened in this game, and I hope it doesn't continue. But at least we can unlock some stuff. I'm going to stick with the same run because it's definitely a winnable run build. But let's try and get that lightning spell. Nope. 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 Did I already have it? Agent... What was it called? Line Shock Agent. No, I don't have it. Unless there's certain spells you don't get to unlock. I don't know. Anyway, that was a run that was excellent and ruined by bad mechanics, which I'm very disappointed about. We can win with this run, so I'm going to stick with it until we do, because it's a very easy build to play. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Ta for now.